What's up, guys? Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome back to 876 United Facts TV. So, yes, we're back again. Now, today we're doing episode 12 of the mini series. We'll be going live next match day. If as well as if any more updates on the postponed game, I will surely give some news and comment on that as well. Before I proceed, I want to also big up Mr. Gregory Bryce. He's the man behind the new logo, guys, or new and improved logo, guys, up. And the new image for the channel, yeah? So, just have to big him up, shout him out, yeah. If anybody else want a shout out, just drop a comment below. I read the comments, guys, and so forth. So, just drop a comment below. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright. So today we'll be talking about this man that I mentioned in almost every video. I didn't speak about him previously because last video was about Glazers out, and the video before that wasn't much about. Well, I spoke about him in the reaction video against Roma as well. But my point is, I speak about him a lot, and that's just the point I'm trying to get across. So, without further ado, let's start the video. Oh, before I forget, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the video. I know some of you are watching my video and not subscribing. People, subscribe now, man. Subscribe. What are you afraid of? It's just a little so. Whoop, and you get a notification when I'm live or when I upload a video. Just come on and support the thing, people. Support the thing, people. Alright? So guys, Beek, let's talk about him. First and foremost, I just want to express my own opinion about this situation, about this very good player. Man, he's a player with a decorated resume. He's a player that have done it all. He's a player that he performed at Ajax. He went to the Champions League semi-finals. Don't forget that, guys. He was also the Dutch Player of the Year in the league as well, and also the Dutch Player of the Year. So he got it over the likes of De Jong and those players as well. So, and Memphis Depay. So come on, guys. He's a very talented player. He's a very decorated player, and he's a very talented. We can even compare him with the persons who oftentimes gets the nod over him, who oftentimes gets picked to play over him. Fred and McTominay, those two, they're season regulars now for Manchester United. Sadly, boy, it's sad. It's sad on his part. It's sad to the Van de Beek fans like myself. It's sad to see such a talent being wasted, and to me, it's not like he was played in the squad, then he hasn't played well, then put to the bench. It's the fact that the little cameos that he's gotten to play, he has done tremendously well, and the fact that he hasn't been given the opportunity to express himself at the club is why I'm displeased about his situation. Now, guys, my first point, he's talented. If you want to compare him with his competition, he's way beyond those that he's competing with in the squad. Fred and McTominay. Fred, for the likes of me, gives away lots of fouls, as I said. He's a player that commits a lot of mistakes as well. Look at what he did in our FA Cup contest. What was that? And he managed to get over 85 minutes in that match. And what? Van de Beek come on for 5 minutes in a game that is already dead? No. This is unacceptable. And I mean, only right now, a lot of persons may say that, look, we have to give him until the end of the season. Give him until so forth, or until he slips away, or he slips, But for me, he has done better than our previous managers, so to speak. But there are just some things that I just don't like about his managing skills. For me, I can commend our manager for good man management. I don't see any player like they're in any discomfort, any player that is grudgeful towards manager or having bad spirits within the team. Everybody looks exuberant, everybody looks excited, even when they get a chance to play, everybody looks happy. To even prove that point, I mean, Eric Bailly, the only reason he probably re-signed a contract here is because they fork out a lot of money to him. They offer him several of millions of dollars per year. But he wouldn't have done it if, he felt a level of acceptance by the manager, a level of, not he doesn't feel neglected under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So, somebody to sign a contract even despite demanding more playing time, it says something. He's doing something right. He's managing the players right, and the players are fighting for him. So, I can commend my manager for that. But, as it relates to how he plays and consistency with tactics, team selection, that for me is I'm doubtful. Especially when we played Roma, I was doubtful as to what would happen because I was expecting a battle job again where Manchester United will fail to progress to the finals, because when that game was at 2-1, I was like, oh no, here it is again. I was very worried and I was very agitated. But nonetheless, they are the comeback kings this season. So, I can celebrate that. But, as I said, for me, my manager has some things to fix. He has been doing a lot well, but for me to be fully comfortable, I need to see certain changes. And one such change is to give Van de Beek more game time. I understand if you trust McTominay and Fred to shield your backline more than Pogba if he was there with a Fred or a McTominay, or a Fred and a Matic, so to speak. I understand if you like those two to shield the backline. But my thing is, if you're going to play Van de Beek, you cannot give a player of his caliber 5 minutes. What is he going to do? Especially in a match where the game is close to dead or close to finish. What is a player like him supposed to do? Especially when we are not bossing the possession. Especially when we are not the team that is aggressive, not ball dominant. What is he supposed to do? Huh? We are wasting the talent of Donny van de Beek by benching him, guys. So, Ole, if you're watching this, if you so happen to stumble on my channel, I'm asking you, why is it that you find it so hard to play him for more than 5 minutes? For crying out loud, a man that has an ACL injury has more game time than a man that has been fit for the majority of the season. This is unacceptable, especially to the fact that he's a good player. The man deserves better treatment, guys, and I know all of you would agree with me. Now, another thing I want to talk about, or I want to highlight, is that he's intelligent. Now, I'm going to go back to the McFred partnership. That is McTominay and Fred. I'm going back to that partnership because, for me, those two players, guys, are the two players that I just don't trust. I trust them, but I don't trust them. Reason being, yes, they are energetic. Yes, they work hard. Yes, they try their best every time they play. But trust me, I just think, in the back of my mind, I just think that they're going to make a mistake under pressure. Look at what Fred did in a FA Cup tie. Look at what McTominay has done sometimes. Come on. Why bench a player? Why bench a player that has been at the highest level of European football? Why doubt him? Tell me now. Something is wrong. It's either Van de Beek and Ole has some relationship problems, or it's either him just never want him. Something is wrong, guys. And I've been waiting to come to this player because I just want to release all of that pent up frustration, guys. You know, for me, Van de Beek came to the club. I was like, wow, what a player that we have gotten. What a player that can improve the squad. What a player that can elevate us. And you know what happened? We demote him. You know, him get relegated from what he once was in Europe. Come on, he's not even starting anymore for his national team. What is it, Ole, that you have against this man? What is it that you don't understand about him? What is it about his playing style that you don't get? Because if you want to play counter-attack football, he's well suited for it. Because if you want to play fast build-up to the counter, he's one of the best options you can choose. I can understand if you want to play a defensive formation where you don't pick him. But at least bring him off the bench with half an hour left in the game. You can't expect a player of his caliber. Yes, you should expect something like a 5 minutes, you know. But that shouldn't be the case every single match. You can't expect a player to do that in that short time span every single match. You have to give him 30 minutes. You have to give him a 45 minutes. Then you give him a 90 minutes. Then you don't play him for one match. You have to keep playing him. And come on now, Ole. If you don't play this player often, how do you expect him to find a good form? How do you expect him to impact the team if he hasn't been getting the run of games? That doesn't make sense. And for those fans who are saying that, listen up, Donny van de Beek he's not good because when he play X, Y, and Z, but come on, those fans out there is unrealistic and unfair to the player. Because if a player has been sitting on the bench for the majority of his career at Manchester United, how do you expect him to make a positive impact? For me, I don't even think he has even adjusted to the Premier League completely yet, because he hasn't played much against Premier League teams. He has played, most of his minutes are in Europe, sadly. But come on now, guys. So, I'm moving on to my next point. You know, he works hard. And when I say this, guys, when you see him come on in the little 5 minutes, you see the man running up and down, showing his teammates, yo, I want the ball right there, pass it there, and a lot of times he doesn't even receive that pass. So for me, all of those things goes down to also intelligence of this game as well. And you know, people, come on now. Ole should know the quality of Van de Beek. Even if he didn't want him to come. At least the great managers of the world, if they get those players, sometimes they'll work with them, and sometimes these players would want to prove the manager that they are worth picking. So for me, I don't understand. Van de Beek is not a player that should bench over the likes of a Fred or even a McTominay. I can understand him benching for Pogba, because Pogba is a class player. But he's not supposed to be benching for McTominay or Fred. None of them. Guys, so let's talk about something else about Van de Beek. He's a good passer. Now this goes down to what I said earlier. He's a player that can keep possession. He's a good passer off the ball as well, guys. You know, when we're seeing him in the games, even the little 5-3 minutes him get, and the little build-up play, you know, him get an assist against Burnley when him set Cavani. Look at that. Look at that coming off the bench. The little 5 minutes. He know what it's about. He came on and him said, alright, I want to impact this game. So him come on, Bruno give him a nice little pass, and him say, well, Cavani open, bam. That's the little nice things I like. He's an astute passer. if it was McTominay, I don't know where McTominay would have probably cut back on him right foot or something like that. Come on now, guys. Come on now, guys. I remember the game, when McTominay, I think we drew the game. McTominay was supposed to release a final pass. I believe it was against West Bromwich Albion when we draw. Remember that? McTominay get a one-on-one for cross the ball, Nobody but him teammates in the box, And the man flap it. He flapped it. But yet still Ole still picks him. Yet still Ole still trusts him. Well, look here. And the next thing I don't even see with Ole as well. You play in certain oppositions, you have to change your players to suit a specific tactic. It's like this man keep the same God Almighty tactic for every single team. You don't think that all the Premier League teams will figure out your playing style. You're not going to think that all these prestigious teams in Europe will find out how you play. Come on. The one other formation I've seen Ole use was 5-4-1. Nothing else. 4-3-2-1 and 5-4-1. Why? Because you're afraid of big PSG for bag up in it, which they did at our home. And Leipzig bag way up to at their yard. And they were supposedly using a defensive tactic. So what I'm saying that yes, this is in the past, but what I'm saying, these things are still fresh in my mind. These things are still what gives me doubt, because look at the teams in the semi-finals. Chelsea, not saying Chelsea is a bad team because they have a good and deep squad, but look at Chelsea in the Premier League table in comparison to Manchester United. Look at where they are in the Champions League semi-finals. So why is it that our team couldn't have achieved that feat? It was achievable because we managed to lose to the worst team in our group. That for me was saying that, come on, Ole. Look, the next thing as well, he gave Donny Van de Beek some minutes as well, and most times he plays Van de Beek with a midfielder that is of a lesser quality than when Pogba plays. Pogba would play with Fred. I think Pogba complements Fred because Fred are the man will kick down man. Fred are the man will do all the dirty work, and Pogba is the man that pretty it up. When Fred tackle a man rough and the man complain to the referee and referee say play and Pogba picks it up. Pogba spray the 40-yard pass. Pogba dance over the ball, dazzle some players, and then release a through ball. I think Pogba complements Fred. Then now, if it was a Van de Beek instead of Pogba, it's the same principle. Van de Beek can do all those nice dribbling things as well. But Van de Beek little different. Van de Beek like to play the ball quickly and receive it again and give it again. He likes to play a free flowing quick football. That's the difference. But look, as I said, it's a different tactic. If you want to play a certain style, you put Pogba in the pivot. If you want to play if you want to play a different style, you put Van de Beek in the pivot. Like how I'm putting Pogba wide now, you can put Pogba wide, put Van de Beek in the pivot, or switch it up. These players are interchangeable, guys. So why is it that Ole is not using that to his advantage? He placed Van de Beek on the wing against Burnley. Look what happened. He got an assist. Pogba playing well on the wing. Right? So I'm trying to figure out what's the issue here. What is the issue with Van de Beek, guys? Another thing with Van de Beek is that he has that ability to become a world-class midfielder, and I believe he could have achieved that if he didn't come to the club. And for me, if any other manager was at Manchester United right now, I don't think they would be playing McTominay or Fred. Probably if it was still Mourinho, that would be happening. But what I'm saying, for any other manager other than Ole and Jose, Van de Beek would be playing. Come on now, Van de Beek is class, quality. He's everything that Ole should want in his midfield. And then you have Bruno that can complement him. Come on. I don't know what to say. Van de Beek needs to get more game time. Ole stubborn with his system and stubborn with who he plays. He needs to work on that and like quickly and like fast. Because you see, when Ole realizes that the Glazers not giving him any resources and he still has McTominay and Fred there shielding Victor Lindelof and Maguire, he's going to feel it the hard way. Just remember I said this on this channel, guys. Anyways, so let's talk about some setbacks to Van de Beek. I mean, the majority of his setbacks is no game time, and but one thing kind of stood out for me. I see a specific system that Ole plays. I mean, for me, it's not a system per se, but it's still a style of play where Ole likes to, take a lot of touches, slow down the game because, he wants to keep possession and he doesn't want our incompetent centre backs to be pressured. So he likes to play a possession game. It's evident because you have a lot of side passes on Manchester United bossing possession. But we're not on the Manchester City level. But you can see that is his tactic, passing, keeping possession, keeping the ball. But there's no real creativity. It's just square passes, as I said. And because Van de Beek want to play forward pass, want to play the ball quickly, Ole maybe not prefer to put him in the midfield. Then we can speak about defensive abilities. Probably he's not that good defensively, and I understand, as I said, hence why he uses McTominay and Fred. But that's pretty much it. I know I went off on a tangent, but I said I had a lot on my chest, regarding Van de Beek and the Van de Beek situation. There's more to come. There's more live videos to come. You see, I'm improving. I've gotten my headset and stuff. Gotten an improved background. Well, not background, but the frame of my recordings and videos and so forth. So a little progress, guys, and slowly but surely we're getting there. So I don't want to keep you guys on too long. Just remember to subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe, man, subscribe. Get us past 200 subscribers. Hopefully by the end of May, we can achieve it, because it's interactive. I talk to you, you talk to me, and we speak about our opinions, I'll also update you guys on some more Manchester United news. I know you guys have your other channels that you watch, but mine can watch too, So guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I love you, whether you're young, old, and so forth, big, small, all of you guys are appreciated on the channel. So, big up on yourselves. Thanks for tuning in. Love you, and I am out.